That's not a real book. That's what I had a lady tell me one time as she almost slammed a door in my face. Now let me give you a little bit of background. Back in 1996, I was a real estate agent and I was actually doing pretty well. I was selling or taking about 50 listings a year, and one of the ways I did it was by leveraging my book, my For Sale by Owner book. I had written a book, hadn't gotten it published yet, but I went down to Kinko's, got it turned into a spiral bound book. And what I would do was I would approach For Sale by Owners, and I would call them up on the phone and I would offer them a copy of my book and ask them if I could come out and take a look at their house. More often than not, they would say, sure, come on out. So I had this down to a really cool little system. One day I went out to a For Sale by Owner though, and I walked up to the door. I said, hey, Jim Edwards of Century 21 Old Williamsburg, did you get a copy of the book? Lady says, that's not a real book. I said, whoa, easy now, lady. What are you talking about? She said, I looked for your book on Amazon and it's not there, which means it's not a real book. Now, after I got over the fact that she was a little bit rude and was actually kind of a mean person, I turned my own frown upside down and realized that she had given me a very valuable lesson. What was that? Well, in order to have a real book, I didn't need to keep trying to get a publisher, which, by the way, I had gotten turned down by 40 different publishers. What I needed to do to make my book a real book was, number one, have valuable content that was aimed at my target audience. Well, guess what? I already had that. That was done. The second thing that I needed was to have it laid out and then also to have a cool cover. And then the third thing was I needed to get it for sale on Amazon. That was what made my book a real book. And so I spent a number of years figuring out how to streamline this entire process. In fact, I've gotten it down to the point now where there are 9 different ways to be able to have your book done and published and for sale on Amazon by this time next week. And what makes it even more amazing, only one of them involves sitting down at the keyboard and banging away. All the others involve not chaining yourself to the computer keyboard 18 hours a day. Even cooler, with one of the ways, if you can talk on the phone with a friend and answer simple questions, you can have your book done in a couple of days. So if you'd be interested in having your own book by this time next week, not only done, but up and for sale on Amazon, go check out 7dayebook.com. Have a great day.